Hilaria Baldwin explains why she wore mob wife aesthetic to distract paparazzi during Alec Baldwin's legal trouble. Hilaria Baldwin recently opened up about the surprising reason behind her choice to wear a mob wife aesthetic during a stressful and highly publicized period in her family's life. During an appearance on the Baldwins on March 16, the yoga instructor candidly shared the backstory behind her bold outfit choice and how it was part of a clever strategy to shield her husband Alec Baldwin from intense media scrutiny. The mother of 7 reflected on the challenging time when Alec Baldwin was charged with involuntary manslaughter for the second time in connection with the tragic 2021 shooting on the set of Rust. The incident, which resulted in the death of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins, has been a dark cloud over the Baldwin family for years. Alec was first charged with involuntary manslaughter shortly after the incident, but the case was dismissed in July 2023. However, the charges were reinstated in January 2024, once again throwing the Baldwin family into the spotlight and putting them under intense media and public scrutiny. Hilaria described the chaotic scene outside their New York City apartment when the news broke about Alec's renewed charges. Paparazzi swarmed their residence, desperate for a glimpse of Alec or any comment from the family. The constant presence of photographers and reporters created a suffocating environment for the Baldwin household, especially with their 7 young children caught in the crossfire of public curiosity. They were all there, Hilaria recalled. It was insane. I remember waking up in the morning and it was just absolutely insane. We were surrounded. The yoga instructor went on to explain how the relentless pressure and the need to protect her family led her to adopt a strategic approach. Hilaria devised a clever plan to divert the attention of the paparazzi, ensuring Alec could leave the apartment without being harassed or photographed. That plan involved her now infamous mob wife aesthetic. It's best to disengage, Hilaria explained. Do I always disengage? No. Have I had problems? Absolutely. Hilaria admitted that the constant attention and judgment from the media and the public have made it difficult for her to navigate life in the public eye. However, in this particular situation, disengaging wasn't an option. She needed to take action to protect her husband and her family. She revealed that the idea to dress in a dramatic, over-the-top outfit was a calculated move to draw the paparazzi's attention away from Alec. The goal was to create a distraction big enough that Alec could quietly slip away unnoticed. When Alec was charged the first time, they were all there outside the apartment. It was just insane, she said. So this time, I decided to try something different. Hilaria remembered the moment the paparazzi headlines fixated on her outfit rather than Alec's legal troubles. One headline in particular caught her attention. Beer. Hilaria Baldwin nails mob wife aesthetic in freezing temps. Laughing at the memory, Hilaria said, "They're all there, I got mobbed in the morning. It was just absolutely insane." She described how she went back inside her apartment, quickly put together an exaggerated, eye-catching look inspired by the mob wife trend that had been circulating on social media, and reappeared in front of the cameras. The over-the-top outfit, complete with dark sunglasses, a fur coat and a confident strut, immediately grabbed the attention of the photographers. Alec needed to try to get in the car, and to try to protect him, I went inside, put on a ridiculous outfit and went back outside, she explained. And the fact that they didn't realize that I was messing with them is extraordinary. The tactic worked. While Hilaria played up her dramatic look for the cameras, Alec managed to slip into a waiting car and leave the scene without much attention. The photographers were too focused on capturing Hilaria's mob wife, looked to notice Alec's quiet exit. "Call me nuts," she said with a smile, "but you know what? I'm gonna take care of my husband and I'm gonna take care of my kids." Hilaria shared that the entire operation was carefully planned down to the last detail. She stood in a specific position to ensure the paparazzi's backs were turned away from the apartment entrance while Alec made his escape. "I put my back to the corner so their back was to the apartment and then we had a car pull up," she explained. Alec goes into the car and drives off. Then I walked right back to the house. The mother of 7 emphasized that her actions were not about seeking attention but about shielding her husband from the intense pressure of the media. She rejected the notion that her bold fashion statement was an attempt to be in the spotlight. "People call me an attention seeker," Hilaria said. "Like, they'll say all sorts of things because they don't understand what I'm doing and so they think I'm nuts. And I'm like, you know what? If it means protecting my husband and my family, I'll gladly take that label." Hilaria also addressed the criticism she's faced for living so publicly and for her often unconventional approach to handling public attention. She acknowledged that her decisions might seem strange to outsiders, but her priority has always been her family's well-being. There are people who just don't understand what it's like to live with that level of attention all the time, Hilaria noted. They don't know what it's like to have photographers following you every time you leave your house or to have people speculating about your life, your marriage, and your parenting. It's not easy. Despite the scrutiny and the pressure, Hilaria said she remains focused on what matters most, her family. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that my husband and my kids are safe and happy, she said. Everything else, the headlines, the rumors, the judgment, none of that matters. Hilaria's approach to handling media attention has always been unconventional, but her ability to turn the paparazzi's obsession with her into a strategic advantage demonstrates her sharp instincts and protective nature. Reflecting on the ordeal, Hilaria said she's learned to navigate public attention with a sense of humor and resilience. I've learned that you can't control what people say about you, she said, but you can control how you respond to it. And sometimes the best response is to have a little fun with it. As Alec Baldwin continues to face legal battles related to the Rust shooting, Hilaria remains steadfast in her support for her husband. She said that her focus will remain on helping her family weather the storm with strength and grace. No matter what happens, we're in this together, Hilaria said. We've been through a lot and we'll get through this too. Her bold mob wife look may have grabbed headlines, but for Hilaria Baldwin, it was never about fashion, it was about family. And in her eyes, there's nothing more important than that.